The Brothers Grail acknowledges the Bindal and Wulgarukaba people of North Queensland and the Wurundjeri people of Melbourne, the traditional owners of the land we record on today. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. We also recognise that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders have been custodians of the land, rivers and seas for at least 65,000 years and were the first storytellers. Brothers, 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 Grail. Hello and welcome to the Brothers Grail episode number 5. I am Quindog, your Bible reader. If you're a true member of the Brothers Grail flock and listened to the last episode, you'll know that Kebevin, the captain, and I were halfway through one session of reading the Bible, and so there isn't a new beginning of a chat that we can kick off with. So this is the very first Quindog recap. In chapters 12, 13 and 14, our hero Abram moved out of home at the ripe old age of 75 with his wife Sarai, his nephew Lot, and all of his slaves and other stuff. They trekked west to the land of Canaan, which God had promised to give him. Then the team went on a side mission. They went to Egypt, where Abram forced his wife Sarai to pretend to be his sister so that they wouldn't kill him, but they would presumably just rape Sarai a little bit. When the Pharaoh found out, he said, "Piss off, Abram," and Abram did. They all headed back up to Canaan, which is current-day Israel, but Abram realized that he and Lot were both so rich and had so many animals and slaves that they couldn't be in the same area together. So Lot headed east. Unfortunately, poor Lot ended up in the middle of a war between 9 kings and was kidnapped by King Chedorlaomer, the winning king. When Abram found out, he was pissed. So he got 318 of his servants, chased down and fucked up Chedorlaomer by cleverly devising a sneak attack. He retrieved Lot, Lot's goods and people, and all is good again. I hand over to you, the Brothers Grail.
So, Brothers Grail, we've witnessed the war of Chedorlaomer and Abram's fucking somehow a warlord boss with his fucking
The
slaves.
Battle of 9 Kings.
The Battle of 9 Kings.
I thought it was 4.
No,
It was-
4 verse 5.
Correct.
5 is
Oh,
9.
is that what it was? Ah.
Yeah, and I think I'm not going back, but I think the four won. I
Yeah.
think
No, they lost initially, and then Abraham beat 5 kings.
Abram.
Abram. I'm fucking everyone's name up, by the way.
I think I'm pretty lucky that they do not go into too much detail because I'm obviously not picking everything that they are saying.
You're just not paying attention at all, cunt. All right,
I'm
we're
never
moving on.
good with the names.
All right, we're going on to
Yeah.
chapter 15 now. I thought I'd prepped, but I haven't, and so I'm just going to go. By the way, if I have to turn this into the next episode, I'll just fucking do it.
I think double. This is a double. I'm going to pee
Yeah.
while you read.
All right, Kevin's still the runner. He doesn't listen anyway.
He's the one that was. He knew how many kings there were.
Yeah, he's probably the better one to listen. So
I'll listen proper this time.
while he's gone, you're in charge of listening. Chapter 15.
Chapter 15.
After these things, the word of the Lord came to Abram in a vision, saying, "Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your exceedingly great reward." But Abram said, "Lord God, what will you give me, seeing I go childless, and the heir of my house is Eliza of Damascus?" I feel
Sorry,
like
stop. Real
Trevor
quick.
needs to hear this. What?
Sorry, just a quick stop.
Yeah.
His wife is barren.
Yes.
Good prostitute skill to have, to be honest. And well, genuinely, like that's probably how he's able to. Maybe that's how God blessed them, was by giving him a barren woman.
So when you
But he
say good prostitute, what do you mean by that?
Can't
Sorry.
have kids.
You can't get knocked up.
So he
full
just
time
gets to bang it, but that's not a good.
There's
point.
no downtime. There's no...
bang bang.
No risk, and he doesn't have to worry about
He wants
her
it.
taking on another. He doesn't have to raise another man's kid. But that wasn't the only thing. Now I fucking forget what I was going to say because I got a bit too excited.
I enjoyed that God was like, I'm your gift.
Yeah, I'm
Check
yeah,
me out.
he's not humble, mate.
I'm the gift.
Is that the first time it is explained how God communicated to someone? Because he said appeared to him in a vision.
It could be. Because
I don't-
in their heart last time.
Yeah.
Oh, but what the fuck does that mean?
I mean,
That's like,
wait,
oh,
what's to stop someone declaring war, winning, because history goes to the victor,
Agreed.
and just saying, I was blessed by God. So that's everyone who
that's
said,
literally what happened. All the
I
time.
heard it in my heart,
Yeah.
they've declared it because they were the victor.
That's literally the joke I was going to make a minute ago about Tay and the Super Bowl. Both of those dressing rooms were going, God's on our side.
Yeah.
Fucking both of them were.
Did a little.
Mm-hmm. All right. Abram said, blah, blah, blah. Then Abram said, look, you've given me no offspring. Indeed, one born in my house is my heir. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him, saying, this one shall not be your heir, but one who will come from your own body shall be your heir. Then he brought him outside and said, look now toward heaven and count the stars. Thank you, Kevin.
By the way, that was a gold. So
That's where, that's the sound of heaven opening up right there.
Yes, you are. And count the stars if you are able to number them. And he said to him, so shall your descendants be. So it's like fucking the amount of stars. That's how much
Infinite.
banging. Even though your wife cannot punch out one kid, you're going to have billions.
And there wasn't light pollution back then either, so there would have been a fuckload of stars.
Yes, agreed. And he believed in the Lord, and he accounted it to him for righteousness.
So he took a new wife.
Well, I thought instead of telling him to look at this heaven, I thought he was going to be like, and here is your new help.
Yeah.
Oh.
God given.
Then he said to him, I am the Lord who brought you out of Ur and of the Chaldeans to give you this land and inherit it. And he said, Lord God, how shall I know that I will inherit it? He's a whingy cunno. So he said to him, bring me a 3-year-old heifer and a 3-year-old female goat and a 3-year-old ram, a turtle dove, and a young pigeon.
He's doing some alchemy. He's mixing all these animals and helper.
What is it God in demanding meat sacrifice?
He loves his meat.
He does.
Like,
It's
what the fuck does a young pigeon dove have to do with fucking breeding or whatever? Like, I'd be so angry if I was Abram. I would be a whiny bitch if that's the kind of response I got from God.
God lives in
If
a
every
barbecue.
time God's like, I'm going to bless you with some shit, and then he gives me, and obviously to Abram, making a billion babies is very important. God's like, nah, you get a barren woman and you're just going to walk through some desert or whatever. Nah, I would be the
He
whiniest.
gets more children than there are stars.
Yeah, well, God only
Think
just
about
told him that now.
Eventually.
He didn't know that before. Of course he was going to be whinging. And now, if I'm him, I'm like, what? You fucking want me to go catch a bird? How the fuck do I catch a bird?
But he's
again,
got slaves.
catch a bird.
He got servants.
But again, pirate rules, he didn't give him a timeline. So he might have one kid every year
Yeah.
forever.
He also has,
but they, the descendants
Through who, though?
but it could take
His
a
wife is
billion years,
barren.
but he will have that many.
Yeah.
All right.
The other thing is,
Yeah.
Abram will just get his helpers to catch the animals, right?
Yeah,
On
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
He's not lifting the
He's a
finger.
whingy fucking cunt that stays in his tent. Yeah. So, all right.
I need a dove. Is it a dove? I don't know.
Yeah. There was a
That was
pigeon.
one of them, I think.
There was a turtle dove and a pigeon. Then he brought
Is that why you put a turtle dove on a Christmas tree, just specifically for Abram baby making skills?
maybe just to let him bang. I don't know. Then he brought all these to him and cut them in two down the middle
What the fuck?
and placed and
Don't say to cut him? He just
He didn't say no. There's no
just
instructions.
assumed God wanted blood. He's like, his
Just
animals
like
don't
chopping up
scream.
animals.
Yeah, no instructions.
Remember after the ark, the first fucking thing that
They all
mate,
just know.
they
God
just
wants
know.
blood.
Well, it goes back to fucking Cain and Abel. Remember? There was like
I forgot about that.
one
cunt.
offers the fruit.
I
one
forgot.
offers the
They were
meat.
fucking loose.
He liked the animals.
It's
No
'cause
one's
God
going to bring
made
him
it. God-
fruit ever
Yeah,
again.
don't bring him a pumpkin.
You get fucked.
Yeah, and God doesn't eat it. He just wants it. I think it's because he likes
Can he consume
animals to
it?
die.
That's a
He just
really
wants
good
animals
point.
to die.
There's been nothing said that he's eaten any of this shit.
Yeah.
He's just
He
gone.
doesn't exist physically.
Well,
He appears in
no,
visions
get
of-
fucked. He was
in their
walking.
heart.
No. He was walking in the Garden of Eden.
He just
Yeah,
watches from a distance wanking while they cut the animals up, and he's like, oh, yeah. That's
you reckon
it.
he's a bit necrophiliac,
Sexual pleasure.
Oh,
necrobestophiliac or whatever.
and a turtle dove, and a turtle dove, and a turtle dove, and a pigeon.
Now kill the
No.
head.
Cut it in two.
He doesn't have sex with them, just wanks from a distance. Through a bush. Through some fig leaves.
Throw a bush. Fuck. Oh,
You know,
a
I'll
3-year-old.
be
Give
very
me a
like,
3-year. It's got to be 3-year-old. It's got to be a 3-year-old goat.
It's
it's too old. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
Did
Fuck
animals
me.
did animals have the long life that the humans had?
Oh no, surely
You know-
not.
Do you reckon like
When they were
animals-
blessed, they weren't given the earth. It's ours.
They all got eaten.
Plus God was
Oh.
continuously demanding more of them be
Not-
killed?
Yeah, not
Maybe they
yeah.
were meant to live longer, but he just kept getting them hacked up, cut perfectly in half.
Yeah, none of them
And when
could
it said,
possibly
when it
live.
said cut in half, did it say down
What's the
like
point in half?
was it down
Why
the
did
middle?
it say
All right.
half?
Their
What did it
face?
say? Hang on.
You ready? Then he brought all these to him and cut them in two down the middle and placed each piece opposite each other, but he did not cut the birds in two.
Oh, well, he fucking failed. But also, when you cut them in half, is it like I don't
Yes,
know, like
in the middle. Yeah, in the middle. So
Yeah, that's got to be center-ish.
head in half.
not in the gut, like
I'm thinking breastplate, center of the
Yeah, yeah.
fine.
center of the
Down the
breastplate.
spine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm imagining.
What if you does this? What if the spine goes on too much on one side? Does that
So
still
hang on.
count apart? Like
Are you worried about them having what's that spine curvature where it goes?
Ah,
Is that what you're thinking?
no, I'm just thinking like, does God punish him if he doesn't split the spine?
You've
for-
got to nail it exactly.
like, or
God
'Cause
can't be that
if it
much
was
of a
me,
cunt.
if and this is where
Abram-
I'd be a one.
Abram's blessed. He's just gonna nail this.
Yeah, Abram's got the skills.
If I was Abram, I'd be having all this anxiety. Like, fuck,
Hmm.
cut it. How do I cut him? Like, what's the best way to cut?
No,
Like,
get
is there a
fucked.
sacrificial dagger?
He's the only one right now in the Bible talking to God. Really, out of everyone,
Yeah.
he's whinging at God. We're gonna hear him. Oh, he's gonna be insufferable in a minute. Hang on. Yeah,
I think I'm pro. Abram.
I hate Abram. He's a cunt. He's
No,
such
I
a
think-
whingy fucking cunt. Hang on, oi, Captain.
Let's do some
No.
Bible.
I think God's the one that's not doing his job, and Abram has every right to whinge at his shit God not doing a good enough job at
Oh,
explaining things.
so both of them. Okay, both of them are cunts.
Incompetence.
All right, so he cuts them down in the middle, but he did not cut the birds in two. And when the vultures came down on the carcasses, Abram drove them away. Now, when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell on Abram, and behold, horror and great darkness fell upon him. Then he said to Abram, "Know certainly that your descendants will be strangers in a land that is not theirs." I thought he just gave him this land, by the way. But
Forever.
anyway,
He said, "This land is yours,"
forever. It's like fucking gammon you, bro.
and now they're going to be strangers.
Just gammon you.
So hang on.
Yep.
Right now, this war, right?
It's gone. That's done.
No,
Yep.
no. Oh, whatever.
Yep.
Okay. But they're like, we've got this land. It was promised to us, but they're supposed to be strangers to this land by their own book.
Yeah.
Aren't they owning the land?
Not yet.
Shouldn't they be a stranger to it?
Shouldn't
Forever.
God just give them?
It says forever.
Yeah.
So shouldn't they be a stranger to it? So whoever owns the land isn't God's people.
Oh, yeah.
By that-
Whoever's there
By
right
that
now.
exact test?
Yeah.
Am I reading that wrong?
Whoever is there now gets fucked up the ass.
Yeah, so it's going to be a stranger to you forever means whoever's there
No,
can't be God's people.
Not theirs. It says something in a minute. Hang on. Let me keep going. Your descendants will be strangers in a land that is not theirs and will serve them. They will afflict them for 400 years.
All right.
And also the nation whom they serve, I will judge afterward. They shall come out with great possessions. So after 400 years, they get all sorts of cool shit.
So deal with it for 400 years and then take it and it's yours.
Yeah. But that's gone now. That's in our past.
And
Yeah,
that might be. Does Abram get to see that? Is Abram going to live to be 475?
I don't fucking know, Lukey. Don't tell me to go ahead in the book.
Oh, we've established the shortening lifespans.
Yeah.
They
So
I feel like
about
400's about-
years at the moment.
I feel like 400's about where we're peaking out at the moment.
don't
Yeah.
bully me, cunt. You will get there, all right?
Mate, I'm Abram and you're God, and I'm going to whine all I fucking
You
want.
can whine as much as
I
you
feel
want.
like
I'm a
this is
little
going to
bit-
be Moses taking it back and forth.
Moses is a different story.
No?
Stop jumping ahead.
Can't help
Don't worry
it.
about fucking Moses.
I have too much Bible knowledge and not enough
You have too
parents
much
to know when it
and
happened.
not enough simultaneously.
Yeah.
Same as me, by the way, because I know Moses is coming at some point. All right.
And
I
he
hope
takes
so.
land back.
We'll
with
get there.
clay.
By the
Which
way,
again, all of my knowledge of the Bible comes from The Simpsons. Is Moses the one that gets shoved in a basket that
Yeah.
goes down a river?
Colin's showing me the book, and we are, I reckon, maybe a 20th.
oh
the
shit,
way in?
if that. So we got lots of shit, but there's lots of water to fucking go under this bridge yet. So
I'll shut up.
yeah, shut the fuck up, cunt. Stop trying to jump ahead. And also the nation whom they will serve, I will judge. Afterward, they shall come out with great possessions. Now as for you, you shall go to be your father. Fuck, I'm gonna start there. Now, as for you, you shall go to your fathers in peace. You shall be buried at a good old age. So Abram is gonna grow old, but
That's nice to know.
Hopefully to 475, so he can get the reward at least
Yeah,
from.
is it as
oh yeah, he's got to get past the 400, doesn't he?
Why do they give a fuck
old
about a
for love
reward?
people? Like a good old age used to be 1,000.
Well, it did, but
What's a good old age?
the
now?
captain's pointing out that after 400 years they get good possession. So Abram's got to at least last of that bit.
But why would they care about
70
real worldly?
Right.
75.
He was
Why would
75
they
when he
care
left Haran.
Was that Luke?
Why would they care about real worldly gifts when they just get eternal cool anyway?
Because they're greedy cunts.
Have they said about heaven and
Nah.
Yeah, that was the, what was the words in the start? They were the,
firmament?
firmament. Yeah. That was the firmament way back in the start.
Well,
And
they
the only
haven't
other
said
thing
you
I've
live
heard is
there
the-
if you live right.
We've heard about cherubs too.
And the only kind of hell related stuff we've had is the sevenfold bullshit. Yeah.
No, that was-
that wasn't hell.
Yeah.
If you kill the man who killed someone, you will die sevenfold.
Yeah, he's going to
That
get
doesn't. Yeah,
tortured.
it has to be
based-
eternal trouble though, right?
All right. We relax, Captain.
No.
Fuck you.
Look, at least it's interesting. man.
Captain!
This is fucking more us. Our fights
Captain!
prolonged and exciting than the King War that we read through.
It's gone longer. That's
Quite.
sure.
Quite.
Quite.
Not quite, because I'm just reading normal bit. And it came to pass that the sun went down and it was dark, that behold, there appeared a smoking oven and a burning torch that passed between those pieces. I think the pieces were the things that were cut in half. So, because we've talked shit for quite a while. So they were the bits that were on fire.
It was admittedly a really stupid thing to happen.
Yes, it was. On the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, to your descendants, I have given this land from the river of, thank you, Kevin, to your descendants, I have given this land from the river of Egypt to the great river, the river Euphrates, the Canaanites, all these Hittites and Perizzites. So he's given Abram all that motherfucking land because God can do that. End of chapter 15.
What a fucking bullshit
Discuss.
What the fuck does giving land to some cunt mean when you're a god? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
Like,
ridiculous. Because
Egypt
no one
exists.
recognizes the land unless you can defend it. So
yeah.
if you said God gave it to me, they're going to be like, get fucked. Here's a
Just
spear.
Here I come.
Yeah.
Here's a spear right in your brain.
Yeah, definitely a good justification for endless war, probably.
All right.
I would imagine.
So I'm going to move on.
Shut Lugo cop.
All right.
And
Gonna quote. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne him no children, and she had an Egyptian maidservant whose name was Hagar. Hagar.
That's a manly name.
Any opinion? I'm thinking of the old comic book strip Hagar, but any opinions?
Yeah, I think
It's not a
Terra.
Hagar. Right.
I think Terra, that was a dude, should have been called Hagar, and Hagar should have been called Terra. That would have been what I would say.
Yeah, it doesn't really flow, does it? So,
Yeah.
but we're just going to say
Gender.
we're just saying Hagar. So Sarai said. So Sarai said to Abram, "See now, the Lord has restrained me from bearing children. Please go into my maid. Perhaps I shall obtain children by her." Did I say that clearly enough?
She said, "Go fuck the maid and make babies."
100. Yep. And
So
Abram,
maybe she also a cuck? They've got like a double cuck relationship going on.
they do. And Abram heeded the voice of Sarai because who the fuck would it? You know. Then
Well, it is important to him to make babies. Obvious, like separate from the toxic patriarchal dude has to spread his seed element. Obviously, making babies is very important to him.
Well, he's got to live up to God. God wants him to make him
Yeah.
as many as the stars.
That's
It
all
is
God
even-
wanted.
It's obviously important to him, and so she's helping him as a helper should by providing him that by offering her maid.
Offering a different Virginie. Exactly.
That's the most helpful helper yet.
Very
Do you reckon it's
helpful.
normal? Do you reckon it was common back then for like because there's obviously like then a hierarchy of helpers or women where she's also like it's not like maid.
Helpers or women.
It's not like the maid, but like the maid is now just being offered up. The maid is like
They
fucking
they
his
own
wife
her.
is not doing a good. His wife is basically sex trafficking right now.
Yeah, like Ghislaine Maxwell. Anyway, then Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife. And Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan.
To be his wife.
Well, yeah, so he's like,
I think
I
it's
guess,
possible.
I don't know, did they get legit married?
Is
I don't
that
know.
saying anyone you're banging is your wife?
Guess so.
You cannot. So, fuck.
Well, otherwise, God would have to drown us all again.
True.
Oof.
Yeah, we can't have that.
So it's okay to bang other people, but they are your wife.
As long as your wife says you can bang the other,
Your
Well,
wife has to name them
Yeah.
as your wife.
and they've got to have a pretty brutal name.
But you can have two wives.
You're going to have probably 10. I don't even know.
Yeah.
At least
Women
two.
can't have multiple husbands is the key part here.
You can have at least. Yes, true. No, women can do that. So he went into Hagar.
Like traveling to a place. Like, he went
When did we
into
come in
Hagar
it?
to
You know-
sample the cuisine.
You know, I was thinking about this a couple of weeks ago when I was listening to some other ones back. There's no talk of sexual pleasure
Yeah.
or
They know them well. They went into its
Mm-hmm.
euphemisms every time.
it's just
Yeah.
more job.
It's it's pretty.
We want you to multiply, but not enjoy it.
It's like when
Just
you-
go into.
Yeah, it's like a dog.
The other thing is,
You know, like dogs just getting paired up or
the
They need
the other
to
part
breed
to it
these
is,
animals.
and it's all just repeating the same. It's misogynistic.
yeah.
Is that women literally have one role. Then that so far in the Bible, it hasn't even mentioned women as like raising the children.
We're
All they
bronze
do is-
workers, we're harpers,
All they
Wait,
do is make
all
babies.
that.
Yeah, I agree.
Or,
There's
or
zero
in Abram's wife case, provide another woman to make the baby.
right, another vagina and another
fucking-
uterus.
Yeah, and kind of similar to how you were talking earlier, Colin or Quindog, about how you'd get people to just, if you believe this shit, to justify it is just like, man, like women are just not good, not seen as human. Genuine.
How as a woman can you sit here and go, this is correct?
Yeah, if
I
you
am
are listening
just
to this,
here to breed.
yeah, if
Well,
you
that's why they
are-
like the hardcore religious women are just pumping out babies.
Then Sarai said to Abram, "My wrong be upon you. I gave my maid into your embrace. And when she saw that I had conceived, I became despised in her eyes. The Lord judge between you and me."
So God hates the polygamy.
So, well, I don't know yet.
But didn't God promise him 1 billion babies?
So,
He's providing what the God wanted.
so Abram said to Sarai, indeed, your maid is in your hand. Do to her as you please. And when, so he banged the maid. Then Sarai got the shits. And Abram's like, all right, Sarai, you fucked that maid up, right? So, and it says, so Abram said, do to her as you please. And when Sarai dealt harshly with her, she fled from her presence. So Sarai's logging the fuck out of her, right?
I misunderstood. So Sarai was the one. Yeah, Sarai is a fucking bitch.
So
but
far, yeah.
yeah, like
We're assuming that Sarai was like, you do this.
Well, she gave the maid, Hagar.
Who wrote the book?
Oh, good point. Very good point, Kevin.
It sounded very much like
Abram's
she
like,
caught
can I
him.
fuck that chick? Can I fuck that chick? Can I just bang that chick? And Sarai was like,
Fuck
you
it.
have to.
Not thinking like you're going to have kids.
Yeah.
I'll be overdone,
point.
whatever.
Kevin, the feminist over here.
Sorry.
I reckon
I was having pissing thoughts.
new chick was just making a bit more noise, I reckon. And Sarai was just like, he's having too good a time. And so she thought it'd just be like a baby making mission. But the other chick's like squealing.
Yeah.
And so like they've got, I reckon Abram and the new chick got a bit of a sexual connection going on. And Sarai got jealous of that. That's
And then-
my theory.
Good. And so now the angel of the Lord found her by a spring of water in the wilderness, by the spring on the way to Shur. I don't know where that is, yeah? And he said, Hagar, Sarai's maid, where have you come from and where are you going? She said, I am fleeing from the presence of my mistress Sarai. The angel of the Lord said to her, return to your mistress and submit yourself under her hand. Sarai is like is whoring out Hagar to the husband, and
Get
husband
back in there.
impregnates her. And then Sarai's like, man, I didn't want you to fucking actually get pregnant. I hate you now. And
But isn't that
so I'm gonna flog you. And then she ran away. And then an angel of the Lord, by the way, who heard that bit?
Nothing better to do, just waiting to be like, get back in there.
my question was, have we had angels before?
Yes.
What
Well, they were cherubs. No, that's the first angel.
so like what the fuck are these
Oops.
mystical beings?
All right.
What the fuck is an angel? Just like tell me. Like if I'm reading the Bible as like a completely
Yeah, if there's the
uneducated human,
first, if that's
what
the first
fuck is an
mention,
angel?
they have not said any context. They're just
Okay.
like,
Told
and
me-
an angel.
They've told me
Alright,
as
so-
much about
So Cap
angels as they have about the creation of water and how Cairo came to exist.
They didn't tell you about creation of water. That was already there.
is already there. So
That's
Captain,
what I mean. Angels are just there.
Captain,
Like what the fuck is an angel?
Wait.
Captain, Relax. Quote. I just want to tell you what I think the first quote of an angel is, and I think this gives some context. So we know that the Hagar's running away, whatever, from being busted up by Sarai. The angel of the Lord said to her, return to your mistress and submit to yourself under her hand. Then the angel of the Lord said to her, I will multiply your descendants exceedingly so that they shall not be counted for multitude. So the angel's like, yeah, you're pregnant to Abram, and we love Abram, and you're going to bust out a kid who's going to be a king or some shit. So I'm an angel, be a helper, and
Submit.
do your fucking job.
Submit.
It's all about procreation. It's so fucking bleak.
It is.
It's
And
like, it doesn't matter how awful your life is, just keep pumping them out.
pump them out because we own you. Quote,
Ugh.
and the angel of the Lord said to her, behold, you are with child, and you shall bear a son. You shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord has heard your affliction. Affliction is because you're pregnant.
And God will be happy with Ishmael because it's got the word male halfway through it.
And
You don't
also,
get to name your kid.
and also, he shall be a wild man. And
He'll be a Nimrod.
well, I think he might be a better. He shall be a wild man, and his hand shall be against every man, and every man's hand against him. He's going to be a cunt.
Mate.
And he
Yeah,
shall
probably.
dwell in the presence of all his brethren. Then
What does that mean?
I don't know. He's just
Dwell in the presence.
he's going to be a warlord. He's going to
You just get to
He's
enjoy
gonna fuck
all you
cunts up.
can.
But what does dwell in the presence mean? He's
It
going
just
to
means
live
to
amongst
live-
others.
yeah.
Yeah?
I
Yeah,
don't know,
pretty
God-
much.
just God shit. I don't know. Just Bible shit.
It's just a wanky way of saying you get to just be about all your cool that you've done.
And conquer.
And you get to call cunts brethren, even though you're just going to be a dominant cunt over all of them.
Well, it's kind of it's suggesting that like if you're the top of the pile, if you're the leader of the nation, they're all your seed because everything is about procreation. Every single part of this is like God's rewards are just like you get babies, mate. See those stars? That's a baby for you.
Your
Oh, it's like
seed.
it's all about spreading your cool, and that's all that fucking matters.
All right.
So, because my whole point is that
I wasn't
the-
listening to you.
I've heard
I don't fucking listen.
the
Right.
lineage shit could
Quote.
just be like some wanker from the same community, and they're just like he's the descendant, but they don't. The lineage
And
probably
quote.
doesn't matter that.
Man. Quote?
I'm just bullshitting, but
Yeah,
I
well-
have no respect for anything that's going on.
Yeah, me too. But
It'd be genuinely anyone who's reading it should not have respect for it. To be perfectly honest,
Genuinely.
I think that's so far that's what we've established.
Yeah, it's this. I would say this has been the most disgusting by far chapter, and it's not even close. And I guess he's done
You know
some
what?
sacrificing of animals for no reason, but and God chose it. God, these are like the angel is saying, "Nah, bitch, you need to go back and get abused."
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this is it's
Hagar.
so fucking dark.
Yeah,
What's her like? She's a servant of a traveling group of wankers.
So what's she got outside
What
of
does
this
she do
group?
day to day? Like, what does she wipe their assholes? Does she dig out the like? Well,
be
what the
anything.
fuck? Well, what is the servant doing in a nomadic group?
Could be
that
feeding
travel?
food.
the slaves, in my best guesstimate, she's just a fucking farmhand, but she was hot, and Abram's like, she's pretty tight. I'll fucking give her a lashing.
Hey, wife. Yeah.
And because Sarai is also his fucking slave to some extent, Sarai has to go, all right, Abram, you can give that lady a bit of sugar, give her a seed, and then, you know what I mean? Like, I reckon Hagar as a servant, she's just a farmhand.
Yeah.
She's milking the goats, or she's, planting some shit, or she's picking.
Well, like,
some
surely
fruit
they're not
or-
planting stuff if they're traveling. Like,
Oh,
if
they-
they're traveling,
No,
they're not planting.
I think we're at the start of farming communities, but I don't know. We're probably
they're-
outside of our
travel.
scope here. But Anyway,
This is genuinely the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
it's
Like
pretty.
We're
fucked up.
getting very caught up on who the slaves are.
the angel, that
Yeah, it's
fucking
weird.
god angel, fucking
And come out of nowhere, they're all of a sudden they're like slaves knocking people up. What? There's an angel just tells her to go back, and that's all the angel's done.
Angel.
They haven't interjected this whole fucking time,
Yeah.
and then they go, "No, it's important you go back because God promised a star's worth of babies.
And
Get
this
back
is what-
there and open up."
It's supposed to be moral shit.
This is why black
Yeah.
metal exists, I reckon. Black metal is specifically to serve an instance of angels telling a woman to become a slave.
Yeah, fuck the women, and they're all helpers. Quote. He shall be a wild man, his hand shall be against every man, blah, 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 right? Then she called the name of the Lord who spoke to her. You are the God who sees. For she said, have I also here seen him who sees me?
Hang on.
I don't know what that means.
Called the name of the Lord who spoke to her. To
Is it
me
just
says
I'm not sure.
there's a
it's
name
Oh,
for the
God.
Lord that spoke to her, not just the Lord.
Ham, Barry,
Ham
Hawkins.
Hawkins.
Ham Hawkins should be the name.
But the win.
God from now on is Ham Hawkins.
God would be better if he was Ham
I
Hawkins.
Well,
second. I
I'm only of the
second.
belief
That is it from now on. So
Ham Hawkins was the true. That's where the human race diverted from being good to evil. Was when we didn't choose Ham Hawkins as savior of our.
But again, early on, it sounded like they were talking about multiple gods, and again, that wording sounds like multiple gods. They
The
spoke
name
of the
of our
Lord
Lord,
with a
yeah.
certain name.
Yeah,
She's
they
got
were
the
just
name
keeping
of the
that
Lord
when they
who
were
spoke
writing
to her.
down. They're like, we'll keep. We haven't figured out where we're going yet.
You really want to read, don't you? Sorry, I'll stop.
I want to read this next bit and retrofit Ham Hawkins in there.
We got 6 minutes left, I think. By the way,
Then she called the name of the Lord who spoke to her. You are the Ham Hawkins who sees. For she said, have I also seen him who sees me? Therefore, the well was called Beer Lahai Roy. Observe it be between Kadesh and I don't know. So, okay, I don't know what the fuck that means. So Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram named his son, whom Hagar bore Ishmael. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Ishmael to Abram, which, by the way, it just occurred to me, Abram was 70 something when he
During
left,
the war.
when he left Haran, fucking
Yeah.
Haran. So this is
took
pretty
him
quick.
13 years to
About 10, 13.
get the bone.
So, all right, so that's interesting.
This is an introduction to an introduction.
Captain, we're up to chapter 17 because just before we've just learned that God spoke to some Khan and blah, blah, right? I think we're up to chapter 17. I don't even know why.
That was very descriptive.
Thank you.
It's chapter 17. It's a very good read. We've moved on now from Sarai being very mean. It's chapter 17.
When Abram was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to Abram and said to him, I am Almighty God. Walk before me and be blameless. So, fuck Hagar and fuck everyone else. You're blameless.
Well, it wasn't his fault he had to rape.
Well, yeah, true. God,
He was just an innocent player in the raping,
exactly.
is my opinion of Abram. He's my favorite character.
And I forgot to call God Ham Hawkins.
Hang on. Blameless.
She was raped, but he was blameless in the raping, despite his penetration of her groin.
So she wasn't technically raped. She just
He's just blameless in the rape.
he made love to her is what he did.
In God's
Blameless.
eye,
He made sweet.
it was not a rape.
Sweet.
God
He
is
did his duty.
cared.
He multiplied.
Bang.
She was
Tickle.
unfortunately
In the virgin.
needed for this multiplication.
She loved it.
well. She was
But he was
Abram's
blameless.
gift.
Quote.
Continue. Quote.
And
She was the gift.
and quote. And
They
I
kept
will
giving.
and I will make my covenant between me and you, and will multiply you exceedingly. So he's happy with Abram doing what he's doing. Then Abram fell on his face, and God talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with you, and you shall be a father of many nations. No longer shall your name be called Abram, but your name shall be Abraham.
Kevin.
Abraham.
He was the original Kevin.
He was the original Kevin.
I don't want to be Abram anymore. I want to be Abraham.
I thought the original Kevin was
Ham
Home Alone.
Hawkins. He got the ham added to his name.
He's Abraham
He is
Hawkins.
Reinvigorated. I'm back in. All the anger's gone. I've forgiven everything now in the Bible. I'm all in on Ham Hawkins / Abram. I'm back pro Abe. I'm back pro Ham Hawkins Abram combo.
Is
They've done
God
the fusion dance.
is God an excellent, and I'm not a psychologist enough to know the right terminology, but has he gaslighted you enough, or whatever the right word is, where you hated, and then all of a sudden he's just thrown a bone to Abram, renamed him, and now you love him. You love him.
No, because it's based on my love of
Rebranded it.
the word
He's
ham.
rebranded.
Is what it's based on, which God didn't.
Quote, no longer shall your name be called Abram, but your name shall be called Abraham, for I have made you father of many nations. I will make you exceedingly fruitful. I will make you nations. I will make nations.
I feel like there's some kind of transgender dead naming joke that can be made here
I don't know what that means.
about like God just renaming him and that's his new name. I feel like there's something you could do with that.
I'm down
I don't know
Change
what
his gender.
Remember that. Don't push against God's will, because that's how it works.
fuck God's. No, I'm
No.
yeah, I'm just being a cunt now.
Captain,
But I'm very angry.
Captain, just take
I'll preach.
Okay, take 3 deep breaths, Captain. That's how it works.
Don't
In the
worry.
Bible.
Later in the year, the God might talk to someone called, I don't know, Bruno,
Ham?
and tell him a better way. Look, just wait.
Well-
It'll come out.
Quote,
It's taken me a lot of effort. I'm fighting so hard against God as a heathen, and he's telling me go rape bitches, and I'm like, no, I can't rape bitches. But I'm a heathen because I'm just not raping the bitches he wants me to
Doesn't
rape.
matter as long as you.
I'm an awful human being that doesn't rape bitches.
if you're moral.
And quote-
Sorry, off topic.
Just
Sorry.
rape 'em. It's pretty.
I'm
If I start
anti-rape.
saying off topic, will you stop?
It's pretty off.
Uh,
It's pretty on topic.
Well,
Off
It's
topic.
not off topic. God is pro.
Quote,
Off topic.
apparently.
quote.
Sorry.
Covenant, blah, 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 everlasting descendants, blah, blah. Also, I give to you and your descendants after you the land in which you are a stranger, all the land of Canaan as an everlasting possession, and I will be their God. And God said to Abraham, As for you, you shall keep my covenant, you and your descendants after you throughout their generations. This is my covenant which you shall keep between me and you and your descendants after you. Every male child among you shall be circumcised.
Sorry,
like
I just want to point out.
claimed he will be their God. Like, it's not their choice. I'll be your God. And you'll be
The covenant.
It's going to cut your dick off.
The covenant is also between Abraham,
As
as
him.
because I don't want to dead name
His
him.
new name.
Abraham. The covenant is between Abraham and his descendants, not between Abraham, the mother of the descendants, and the descendants.
Oh, yeah.
The mother is not included in the covenant. The mother
Fuck Hagar.
slash helper
That's not the
slash
mother.
rape victim, because gloves off, fuck
Hey.
God. At this point, fuck all this shit. That is evil, and it's all evil, and fuck God. That's
I'm-
where I'm at right now.
Captain,
Look,
you're a fucking hateful cunt. What
No.
about the boys?
I am hateful.
What about the boys?
you know the funny
I-
thing? I
Rape
reckon.
apologist, motherfucking bull.
We
reckon-
count too.
I reckon 40 years ago.
40.
Yeah, I reckon 40.
40 years ago is only
that would have been a
1980.
man's decision
To rape?
to decide what's happening with a family.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It also probably was to rape, mind you, but I mean, mainly family decisions are a man's decision.
Hopefully we're past all of that.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah.
Past
yeah.
All I'm saying is 40 years ago, exactly what we're saying as like a holy fuck, how could they say this moment would have been the norm.
You know I'm
It's-
40, you motherfucker?
Yeah, and when you were born, old cunts roamed.
Fuck, the power I
The
could wield.
dinosaur.
The power I could have wielded if I was a fucking man.
20
Just-
years older.
Just hold up the covenant, mate.
I
You
should.
still got the power. Just hold up the covenant.
Your generation let us men down,
I just bonked
and now we're all Abrahams.
I bonked my helper over the
no,
head.
we're all Abrams instead of Abraham.
Mm,
Abraham is when he eats. So he was a Pokemon, right? He was a
fucking
Pokemon.
hell.
And Abram
He's a
when he-
Charmander. We're all
Yeah, and then-
Charizards.
And then it's like, oh, you've got the power of sexual abuse. And then he evolved into Abraham, and now he can just dominate all the bitches he wants because he's an evil.
He forgot the
Isn't he?
move dominate and learnt the move fucking.
you evolved from the word go inside, and now it's rape all the bitches is the new move because you are the fucking vilest tool of God.
I was gonna say
Functions your
he
right.
learnt. He forgot
Abraham.
dominate and learn accommodate. That's what I wanted.
Fuck.
There's no accommodation.
I don't
That's-
get
He's
that.
not about
That's the
accommodating.
moves. Right.
Abraham's not here to accommodate.
Right,
He's
quote.
here to
Quote.
absolutely rape.
I don't know. Whether,
Yeah,
I got lost with it. Well,
Go.
I got lost. You should
We're just talking about how Abraham's all
Quote.
about raping and that God's very much pro raping.
yeah, I like rape. I like all that shit too, but I'm more interested in circumcision.
Okay, well,
And
that
that
goes,
start to an episode. I'm more interested in circumcision.
I'm a fan of
Go.
circumcision. Cutting the top of your dick is pretty exciting to me. Quote, and you shall be circumcised in the flesh of your foreskins, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and you.
How does that relate?
He
The covenant between me and you is
Shut-
shown with a lack of foreskin.
didn't Noah get all cranky that someone saw him as fucking.
It was just the foreskin. He's like, you saw my
You saw my dick. So
no, naked babies, anyone can see them naked because we should all see naked babies.
not men,
Naked.
only women.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, naked boys, everyone should touch them, particularly in the groin area and particularly with a sharp object.
Where the fuck did this come from?
Fucking
You
hell,
gotta-
Captain.
if there's a naked baby, we gotta get.
Hey, you just got yourself on so many fucking lists right now. Fucking
Nah.
Captain.
Oh shit!
Is God on all those lists? He's the one
He should
telling
be.
us to chop up the dick.
Well, you're not only one of God's preachers, but you're a prophet, and you just said every male child should be seen.
Such a
In the groin. By the way.
No, in the groin.
All right, quote. He who is 8 days old among you shall be circumcised. Every male child in your generations, he who is born in your house or brought with money.
What?
Yeah, if you own them with money from any foreigner who is not your dependent.
Oh, right.
The
Descendant.
other part
Descendant.
I want to go back to there is within 8 days.
Yeah.
So let's go into modern medicine here
Yeah.
with what modern medicine tells us we can do to keep a human alive.
Oh, you're getting very technical, Captain.
Well,
Doctor Captain.
I like that you've started the finger.
If a kid needs to be kept alive, and sorry, am I reading it wrong? Is he saying you need to
No,
chop
no.
off the foreskin
They're
within
saying the
8 days?
circumcision has to be within 8.
Yeah, if they've come out of
Yes.
the vagina in 8
And I
days, they're going to post.
Look, with no looking further into this at all, I can guarantee to you every circumcision was done within 8 days.
Now, we're all very biased. I'm assuming, Brothers Grail, because I'm very confident I'm uncircumcised.
Me too.
Well, we're sinners.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah.
We got ugly.
But-
we got ugly dicks.
But if you're hardcore
No,
following this, if you're hardcore following this book, and your kid gets born and gets put in like emergency baby care
The
shit,
emergency cut your dick off.
you have to be like, nah, mate, I've got 8 days. Come on, time's ticking.
8 days is
Doctor.
a long time when you're a kid, though.
They would be saying that.
That's a long time.
I get your point, but I guarantee they would be pushing for it to be ready.
My question is, why?
Yes.
Why?
Is that important?
Yeah.
Who cares about a fucking dick skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I find it to be. It's like you know
why
when,
8
like
days? Why
8 days is weird. It's not even
Well,
7 like the
It's
mythical number.
the day after the day of rest. All right. Anyway, quote.
That goes-
7 days to work on a dick, 1 day for rest.
Yeah, you got 7 days.
They're
to
it,
cut that
it
thing
goes,
off.
important.
it goes.
I get to
Wait,
God can create the
God putting a
universe in
tiny
in
7
7
days.
Dick takes 8.
Captain, shut up. God,
No.
Hey, Captain.
No,
Captain.
God-
Captain.
God-
Hey,
God-
turn, brother.
God
we
putting a
say
time
quiet for a
limit
second
on
there.
chopping off
Nearly.
dick skin is a sign of God's
good governance.
lack of respect for personal autonomy.
I disagree.
Because he's
He
like,
gave him 7 days
Yeah.
of personal respect. Cunts can chop a dick off for that.
God's like,
And
I
as
fucking created
I would
the
imagine
universe in
most
7 days.
6-year-olds, sorry, most
6-year-olds?
8-day-olds
You've jumped 6 years.
sorry, most 8-day-olds are ready to submit to having their dick cut up.
Nah,
Is my opinion.
I agree with
You're
Paula.
right. I'm
7 days
God.
for a universe, 7 days for a dick.
Yeah. Cup.
And that
Anyway,
baby-
quote.
I think
dick
God.
chop.
I think God wins that particular debate.
You're wrong.
You're pro dick chopping?
No. But if God can create the waters and the humans and the whatever in 8 days,
it's your
it's
fault.
like you got 8 days to cut a dick off. That's it.
Yeah, it's your fault if you can't
What if-
create a dick in 8 days.
What if
So you got to do,
God, what if
Captain. Captain.
you've given birth
All
to a
you
baby
gotta
on a
do-
beach and all you've got is like a blunt stone?
It's
all you gotta
supposed
do.
to die.
Like that.
Is
And
it that
please,
hard? It either dies or it has its dick chopped. What do you want?
Yeah, I made the rest of everything.
Well, you're correct. It's almost not as bad as poor Hagar's experience
Hang on.
in her.
If a baby dies before it's christened, it goes to hell, but you're worried about it losing its dick?
Skins. Not even the full
No,
dick.
just a bit of dick.
Just a little bit of dick skins.
It's just a bit of skin, brother.
Maybe right.
So, look, we don't care about them going to hell for things out of their circumstance.
Yeah, we'd be right.
Why do we care about their fucking skin?
Yeah, fuck the little
And
cunts.
look, we've got to
Captain.
curse
Captain.
Noah's entire
Get your back down.
family.
All right, I'll stop adding to this. Let's just
Got to curse
let's read on because we're getting
family,
bogged.
seeing him naked.
As your big brother, Captain,
Naked.
I tell
Cut
you
off
to
the baby's-
cease.
Cease.
No, I refuse.
We don't come.
Christians are fucking retarded.
All right.
Edit that shit out. Man.
Quote. And the uncircumcised male child who is not circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin, that person shall be cut off from his people. He
Oh,
has.
fucking hell. Why didn't we let it get that far before we went on our rant?
Hey,
Yeah,
seriously,
you don't shut up.
seriously though, why did God make us with a foreskin if it was a sin? If it
Because
was,
he's fucking shit.
We need to learn.
Yeah.
We need to learn.
he's like, here's a thing you're born with. You don't have the tools to get rid of it.
But had that
But unless you do,
You know what's fucking useless is our earlobes.
No.
Why aren't we cutting our earlobes off? They are fucking useless.
no, foreskins have a purpose,
No,
and
fuck.
they do quite a bit.
to
to be honest.
protect it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Earlobes. What the fuck do your earlobes do, Captain?
I guarantee there's a reason.
Earlobes do a fuckload less than my foreskin.
Yeah, so anyway, quote.
Yeah.
Chopper lived without ears. He was.
Then God said to Abraham, because he's Abraham now, as for Sarai, your wife. Hang on. Let me start that again. Then God said to Abraham, as for Sarai, your wife, you shall not call her name Sarai, but Sarah shall be her name.
Blasphemy.
I know. So he's just renamed Abraham and Sarai.
He's just renamed.
So
What
And-
the fuck?
Quote.
when you get called Sarah, are you
Ah!
just being called Baron?
I don't know.
Is Sarah a bad
We
name?
should. That should be our new bird.
Is Sarah a bad name?
No,
There's
Sarah's
a lot
good
of
name,
Sarahs.
right? Sounds a
But
great
that's
name.
no, but it's a shit Bible name because that was a shit cunt.
No, Sarai is the
Sarah.
shit name.
But she's
Sarah.
still Baron.
No, Sarai's the
All right.
Yeah,
Continue.
all right. Sarai.
You'll tell me why it's
So
better.
she's becoming. So Sarai is awesome, but also Sarah, and I will bless her, and also give you a son by her. Then I will bless
What?
her.
So fuck.
Yeah.
She just gets his son in the end. What's the point of this whole fucking story?
Gets rewarded for being an abusive piece of shit.
Kevin.
What was
that
the fucking point?
Kevin is getting very aggressive right now, and I'm feeling a
Sorry.
little threatened.
Sorry.
This is getting. I didn't think they could make it worse, but they did.
Then I will bless her, and she shall be the mother of nations, king of peoples. Shall be from her.
Wait. She will be the king?
I don't know.
King is literally the wrong word. Continue.
No, it said, sorry, kings of peoples shall be from her. Quote,
Okay.
then Abraham fell on his face again. He said that before. He's fucking he's like a fucking, what's it called when you, what's the word? Comedy, slapstick. He's a slapstick cunt.
He's uncoordinated.
Then Abraham
Unco.
fell on his face and laughed and said in his heart, shall a child be born to a man who is 100 years old? And shall Sarah, who is 90 years old, bear a child? And
Did he
Abram
say?
No, that was me.
Okay.
Sorry.
I hope so.
That just felt fantastic.
And Abram said to God, oh, that Ishmael might live before you? Then God said, no, Sarah, your wife, shall bear you a son, and you shall call his name Isaac. I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant with him for an everlasting covenant. I read that twice. And with his descendants after him. Continual. And as for Ishmael, I have heard you. Behold, I have blessed him and will make him fruitful and will multiply him exceedingly. He shall beget 12 princes, and I will make him a great nation. But my covenant will establish with Isaac, whom Sarah shall bear to you at this set time next year.
What the
So hang on.
fuck?
Is he
me?
essentially saying you've got your bastard child
Yeah.
and he's all right,
Who's
but I
Isaiah?
prefer Isaac, and I'm going to give him.
Ishmael's the first dude. Yep. Sorry.
But I prefer, and I'm going to go with them more. Is that it? Fuck.
But I will establish my covenant with Isaac, whom Sarah shall bear to you at this time next year.
Yeah. So he's like, you've gone out, you banged your fucking Hagrid.
Yeah.
Goodness, I like them, but I've decided after your torment. Your barren wife is not barren, and I could have fixed that, but I didn't. But here's a fucking kid, and I like him more.
Yeah. Kevin, you're on the money.
Oh.
How you traveling over there, Captain? Preacher?
It's just dumb.
All right.
Quote. All of this shit is so fucking dumb.
Quote.
And it's
Quote.
evil and it's shit.
Quote.
You good? Quote. Then he finished talking with him, and God went up to Abraham. So immediately, his name is Abraham. So this cunt says in the bush, he's like, I'm not Abraham.
This was like something that they cut out so many things they could have put in the Bible.
I tried to change my name to my nickname to Kramer when I was a kid, and no one talked. But Abram made it stick.
But God did that.
No.
God, the God that is pro rape / all those other things that he's pro, he was on side with that. No, God wasn't on side with Kramer. Sorry, mate.
This is exhausting.
Don't hate Kramer. All right, so ready?
This is just so circular.
Then,
sorry.
Yep.
This whole Sarah fucking renaming now suddenly she can give birth.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like this weird extra layer on top of the weird rape shit.
It is.
Like,
I agree.
It was unnecessary to go. Like, they could have avoided it by just not making her barren. All they had to do was just be like, and then he gave birth to whichever kid God liked. But God wanted them to go down the weird detour of abuse and then go, no. And the rape baby isn't good enough. The rape.
Not shame in him taking the extra mistress.
No.
It's in the barren part. And she felt like she had to attack the barren, the mistress.
Yeah.
And rape baby goes to the side immediately.
No.
It is so fucking dark. It just gets worse.
It feels a lot
This
like
is a depressing episode.
And again,
can we tell some jokes?
God is the fucking joke for being such a fucking demon.
Yeah, so let me finish this quick chapter.
No. Before you go further, God can create a planet. God can do all these mystical things. And then I'm supposed to think, he's changed someone's name. What the fuck does that
why
mean?
Why does that matter?
Very good point.
Hey, Bevan.
Why tell me that?
Hey, Bevan, I'm going to call you Kevin. I'm going to call you Kevin now, mate.
Did that? At the start of this fucking podcast,
we did
Colin changed my name. Is he God?
I
No.
Well,
he's also not a raper or someone who tells people to do a rape.
I appreciate the not raping bit, but maybe I am a god.
Maybe
I'll dispute the rest with the God.
I think I would choose to worship Quindog above God. And that's not me being like hyperbolic.
All right, full stop.
Me being genuine.
End of podcast.
Pro Quindog as my lord.
I think that's where we're at. I think we've just discovered.
Hang on. Finish what we're doing and call.
I thought we were stopping in the captain going, I could follow Quindog as the god.
I mean, let's branch from here.
Yeah. All right.
And let's just go with Quindog the god.
Yeah, Quindog the god. So let's finish this chapter. So we finished blah, 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 my covenant. When finished talking with God, went up to Abraham. So Abraham took Ishmael, which was the shit kid, I think, of his son, who were all born in his house and who were brought up with his money, every male among the men of Abraham's house, and circumcised the flesh of their foreskins that very day. The very same day as God had said to him. Abraham was 99 years old when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. And Ishmael, his son, was 13 years old when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. That very same date, Abraham was circumcised, blah, blah, blah. And all the men of his house, so he's grabbed all of his slaves and shit, by the way, all the men of his house in the house were brought with money from a foreigner were circumcised with him The end. What a wonderful ending.
So hang on.
Moral
You want to
and
trade with me?
we cut.
Let me
dicks.
cut your dick skin.
Yeah. No, he owned them already.
With his love it
Didn't
fits
he
in
say
with God's
trade?
love of killing animals.
Huh?
God loves like animals just being chopped the fuck up. So why not cut off a bit of human skin?
It's exactly
And-
what God wants, Captain. What the
Yeah, he
fuck
just
are you
wants to chop
whinging
up the
about?
skin.
He's all about blood.
I'm surprised they didn't want the penis cut in half. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right down the middle. That's a good
Just chop
point.
that shit up.
What wasn't it?
I am so angry.
It's not
This
a-
is the dumbest
It's
shit.
not like it had wings.
It's not a turtle dove. Exactly.
A turtle dove wouldn't be enough. You got to cut off the cock. You gotta chop
Turtleneck.
that shit up.
More like dick skirt.
So, all right.
Oh.
So, let me try to think of a new, insightful question.
When God interjection. So very, very sorry there, Quinn God. I've just got to jump in on you there. You do, in fact, proceed to put some questions to the preacher and Bevan. But what I'm saving everybody from right now is literally about 15 minutes of drunken ramblings by the Brothers Grail. So I'm going to cut this episode short to put everybody out of their misery. But what I am about to do is let you know that we're going to be progressing in the next episode with our new heroes, Abraham and Sarah, obviously, who have evolved from Abram and Sarai into Abraham and Sarah. Now, in the next few chapters, we get to catch up with Lot again. Now, you do not want to miss what happens with Lot. It's pretty mind-blowing. For anyone who hasn't read the Bible, I think you've got zero chance of guessing what happens with our little buddy Lot. It's fucking amazing. So, on that note, I'm going to sign out this time from episode 5 from the Brothers Grail. On behalf of the Brothers Grail, this is Quinn God. On behalf of the captain and the preacher and Bevan, we are out of here. Bye.